Hello there, this is Josh with Court Reserve, and this video is going to go over how enterprises can set up their location template, and then after that is set up, how they can create more locations in their enterprise. So as an enterprise manager, we will want to find enterprise on the sidebar, and then once we click on that, we are going to have a locations page, which will show us a table of all of the different locations in our enterprise. And we will also have a location template page. If we don't have the template set up yet, when we first click on create location, it will bring us to that template page, or we can also click location template to get to that create page as well. Once we click on that button, we will be able to create the template by copying a location. So if you already have multiple locations set up in your enterprise, we recommend choosing a location that has been set up the most or already has that base setup or those standardized settings ready to go in that specific location. When we create the template, this is not going to mass update any locations that have already been set up. This is more of just going to be a default that is used for every new location moving forward. Creating this template also will not get rid of the location that we are selecting. It is really just going to take a look at its setup and copy those settings and use it as a default moving forward. So once we select that location and we click on create location template, we are going to be brought to this page where we can go in and take a look at those settings. We can also edit them if we need to. I definitely recommend going to our knowledge base and checking out our enterprise collection of articles. We do have one that is specifically on the location template, and it goes over what settings will and will not be copied when creating this template here and using this template. All right, now that we have that location template set up, if we go back to enterprise on the sidebar and we go to locations, we will be able to go in and create a new location here. All right, so we will just need to fill in things like the organization name and the address, date and currency format and time zone, and everything else that is already in the template will just automatically be added to this new location. So let me hit save and get this new location created. All right, and with this second location added, now I'm going to have this drop down here where I can toggle back and forth between the different organizations that I have access to. And if we ever need to go in and adjust that template or make any changes, we can go back over to Enterprise on the sidebar and we can click Location Template over here. So you will notice that on this drop down where you toggle between the locations, we will see template here. This is more of just to let you know when you are in the template that you are not making changes to a specific location, but to the template that your entire enterprise is using. So when we are outside of the template here, we are not going to see that template option. The only way to navigate to it would be to go to enterprises on the sidebar. Once we have that location set up and we already have all of the sort of default settings from the template applied to this location, I would definitely, again, recommend going back to that location template article that we have in our knowledge base, because that will list out everything that is not included in the location template during that copying process. So you'll want to continue your setup, setting up things like your integrated payment provider, adjusting the courts that you have set up in your organization. Maybe reservation types may differ, things like that. So definitely recommend going to that article and double checking the settings that may differ location to location or aren't included in that template to make sure that this new location is set up properly. All right, so that goes over setting up the location template and then creating locations in an enterprise. If you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to our live support team. Let me zoom out here. By clicking this green button in the top right corner, if you are trying to find the location template or those enterprise articles, you can also head over to our knowledge base to find all of those articles there.